Hey everyone, I'm Morning Loop meteorologist Chandler Jordan. Welcome back to Surviving the Storm. Now, as we go throughout severe weather season, there's going to be a lot of different terminology that you may hear us talk about, but one of the main terms that we'll be sure to talk about is watch versus warning. Now, I'm going to use the example of a tornado watch versus a tornado warning to explain to you the difference between the two. Now, if our friends at the Storm Prediction Center issue a tornado watch and we're sharing it on the air or on our digital platforms, that doesn't mean there's an active ongoing tornado. That just means that conditions in the atmosphere are favorable for tornadoes to form. And if that's the case, you got to kind of, start prepping for the storm then. So what can you do? Well, you can download our CBS19 app and we'll have any and all weather updates posted on there, as well as with our radio partners. We'll be sure to update you on our radio partners, and as well as over the air, we'll be sure to provide any and all updates that we can there as well on social media. And unfortunately, if a tornado warning is issued, that means that either radar indication or a network spotter has seen a tornado with their own eyes. And if that's the case, that means you need to take action immediately. Go to the safe spot in your home, turn your TV all the way up to be able to listen to our telecast. And if you follow all of these tips, as well as the ones that you've seen earlier on in the programming, you and your loved ones surely will be able to survive the storm. We all know tornadoes are a powerful force of nature, but it isn't the high wind speeds that can take someone's life. It's actually the debris. Not all tornadoes are powerful enough to pick up large debris, but all it takes is a tree branch at 50 miles per hour to shatter windows and 100 miles per hour to penetrate your exterior walls. That's why Dr. Mehta of the National Wind Institute urges you to have a safety plan in place that includes protecting your body.
It's always a good idea to have something to protect your head, because it's the head injury that can be easily life-threatening or very debilitating.
And most importantly,
one of the things I feel that people should understand is not to be afraid of tornadoes. Even though we have 1,000 tornadoes per year, most of them are not that intense, and so people shouldn't be afraid of it. Reasonable precaution have a very high chance of survival.
I've got protection for my head, I'm in my safe spot, and if you and your family follow these tips and stay weather aware this severe weather season, you too will be able to survive the storm. We all know tornadoes are a deadly part of severe weather season, and another form of deadly severe weather is lightning. And I wanted to walk you through exactly how lightning can form. So in the initial stages, electrons begin to zigzag from the clouds towards the surface. And as they do, the lead electron, also known as the stepped leader, begins to draw positive charges upwards. As the positive charges begin to go upwards, the lead positive charge, also known as a streamer, begins to interact with our stepped leader. And as these two begin to interact, this is where we get to see the powerful electrical current begin to flow. And this can occur as quickly as 60,000 miles per second. And oftentimes, this process repeats itself multiple times. And as it does, this is what you see as the flash in the sky. Now, there's many types of lightning that can often occur in less than a second. And one of the most common forms that we can see is cloud to ground lightning. And this is often the most deadly form as well. And the reason why is because many times people are caught outdoors in the middle of any form of thunderstorm. So remember, when thunder roars, go indoors. If you're out at the pool, out under in the backyard, hanging out with your family or friends, just make sure you always pay attention to your weather alerts here at CBS19. We'll be keeping you posted any and all the time. And just know that your safe space is your home. When thunder roars, go indoors. And these tips can help you and your loved ones survive the storm. We'll be right back, but first, here's a severe weather question. In 2020, Texas led the nation in total lightning flashes. How many were there? A, 7,498,135. B, 16,805,248. C, 25,154,989. Or D, 33,816,168. We'll give you all of the answers to our trivia questions coming up after the break.